I'm sure you've heard it time and time again. What you see on social media is not always what it seems. If you have ever struggled to believe that, maybe I will convince you after today's video when we look at some celebrity Photoshop fails. I'm your host for this one, Joss Bedard, and you know what? This is the perfect day to be filming this video because I'm talking about keeping it real, and this is the video where I'm wearing no makeup and I did not do my hair. So you're gonna see some real stuff today. But before we get into it, make sure you guys leave a like on this video because it really helps us out. Starting us off at number 10 is Selena Gomez. Fans were confused when they noticed her Photoshop fail, mainly because it wasn't like the ones we're used to seeing. People are quick to point out objects in pictures that look bent when they would be physically impossible to actually bend that way, like a metal door, for example. So when people saw the metal door curved in her photo, they accused her of Photoshop. The door was right behind her shoulder and her hair, so it seemed strange because no one knew what she was trying to Photoshop. Turns out it actually was not Selena who did the dirty work. Her hairstylist ended up coming forward and said that he used an editing app to try and add more volume to her hair since he posted the photo on his social media. So people forgave Selena because it was not her doing, but it didn't look too good for her hairstylist who just revealed that he has to Photoshop volume on his clients. Up next, number 9, we have Beyonce. It's hard to imagine that the queen herself would feel like she needs to alter her images in any way, but I need to remember that we are all human and we all have insecurities. Even Beyonce, Jocelyn. She's been accused on a few different occasions for some of her Instagram pictures looking tweaked. Like the famous staircase that was magically wavy between her thighs and did not match the shadow against the wall. People gave her the benefit of the doubt with that one, but then raised their eyebrows when they saw another picture that just didn't add up. The singer posted a casual photo of her sitting on a couch, but fans were quick to point out the asymmetrical wine glass and super bent iPhone that was on the table in front of her thigh. For anyone who doesn't know how Facetune works, objects that look bent, it's because you try and drag something, like either you're cinching a waist or you're trying to like drag something in to make the legs smaller. So that's what gives it that wavy effect. It's like you're reshaping. I remember it's called the reshape in Facetune. Fun fact, don't do it. Cruising into number 8, we have Kris Jenner. The momager of the Kardashian and Jenner sisters was caught photoshopping her own pictures, which wasn't totally surprising for a lot of people, no offense. The Kardashians get accused more than anyone, like on planet Earth, for editing their pictures. But Kris photoshopped a picture that was being promoted as an ad, which made the whole thing worse. Now, there's no denying that she looks great for 65 years old, which is why it's such a shame to see her promote a health product and then alter her body in it. She posed in a black sports bra, black leggings, and then accessorized with flat tummy tea. But no one was looking at the sponsored product. Everyone had eyes on the fact that the wood behind her was just magically curved. Wood does not bend. It's also incredibly blurry around that area of her arm, which only suggests that she tweaked that area. Her caption said, "People always ask me how I stay in shape and looking so good. Flat tummy tea is my this year's summer must-have, and I feel amazing. Hashtag ad." A lot of people criticized her for promoting a product of how she stays in shape, but then the image in that product, like promotion, is altered. If you felt amazing, would you be altering your picture? Moving on to number 7, we have Amanda Holden. The British TV presenter went on vacation and had one of her pictures go viral, but for all the wrong reasons. She is not one too shy about flaunting her body in front of her followers, and honestly, I don't blame her because she is hot. But one of her bikini pictures has gone down in history online for being one of the worst Photoshop fails in social media history. It was in 2016 when she posted a picture of her looking out at the ocean, but the horizon was just all kinds of crazy wonky. It looks like it's been distorted, which kind of then affects the whole picture. The wooden dock that she's standing on is also curved because of it, and the whole thing just does not look right. But no one could figure out what exactly she was photoshopping because of the way the curve goes in the horizon and the dock. It just doesn't make sense. Plus, her body is already perfect. But if you guys can figure out or have an idea of what maybe she was photoshopping, let me know, because I'm confused, but it doesn't look good. In spot number 6, we have Zendaya. Now this one wasn't her fault and she deserves so much credit for how she handled a Photoshop fail that was done to her without her permission. She posed for Modelist magazine back in 2015, and although she was happy for the opportunity, she wasn't thrilled about the results. Zendaya took it upon herself to post a picture of the original photo next to the end result in the magazine, and the Photoshop shocked people. They had altered the image so much that she didn't know about it until she saw the magazine. She posted on social media saying, "I was shocked when I found my 19-year-old hips and torso quite manipulated. These are the things that make women self-conscious, that create the unrealistic ideals of beauty that we have." They ended up issuing a public apology, as they should, and fans applauded Zendaya for being so honest about the Photoshop fail that was definitely unnecessary. Pardon my language, but what the Halfway through our list at number 5 is Miranda Kerr. Many people would agree that the Victoria's Secret model has no reason to alter her images online. I mean, her beauty and her body is the reason that she has a career of being a professional model. But she sparked a ton of controversy back in 2012 after she posted a behind the scenes photo at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, but the real version of the photo looked a little different. No one thought anything of her post until fans found the original and realized how much smaller her waist and hips were. After receiving a ton of backlash, she spoke up about it and said that she did not know the picture was photoshopped. She said she went online, found the picture, and then posted it, but no one believed her. Fans questioned how she wouldn't possibly recognize her own body. But let me know what you guys think. I feel like if I saw a picture of my waist looking smaller and my hips, I would be like, I don't look like that. That's not my waist. But I also don't look like Miranda Kerr. So, rolling into spot number 4, we have Oprah Winfrey. Another Photoshop fail that was not the celebrity's fault, but they still took the heat for it. This one was definitely more of a good laugh though than the other ones on our list, because it wasn't Oprah's body that was altered to like look thinner. She was just given an extra limb. Oprah landed herself on the cover of Vanity Fair with some other huge celebrities like Reese Witherspoon, who was sitting on her lap in the picture. While the cover was iconic simply for the people on the cover, there was a massive mistake and Oprah had 3 hands in the picture. But it gets worse. Depending on what issue you see the picture from, there were some covers that had Reese Witherspoon with 3 legs. Multiple Photoshop fails in one magazine cover. I feel like an editor lost their job that day. Here now, number 3, we have Kim Kardashian. Are you really that surprised? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, there is an entire list of times that her pictures were accused of being photoshopped, so it would take way too long for me to name all of them, so I'll just power through like a few of them. Like the time she posted this mirror picture and fans were quick to point out that her door frame was very bent. Fans are always pointing out ways that her body appears to be altered in her social media posts. But there's also another one that went viral, but this one was completely out of her control. In one of her fragrance promos with her sister Kylie Jenner, people got a good laugh at the final edit because Kim had 6 toes on one of her feet. Obviously, she was not the one who photoshopped an extra toe on herself, but people still criticized her for it as if she was, which is so ridiculous. Making her way into the number 2 spot is Katy Perry, another celebrity who fell victim to some epic magazine Photoshop. This one also caused a lot of controversy back in 2011 when the singer posed on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. After the magazine came out, the original photos got leaked online and showed the drastic difference between the two. Fans were quick to point out how they slimmed her thigh, plumped her breast, smoothed all over her skin, and even gave her a different right hand. Fans and even celebrities started posting their thoughts online, expressing that the changes were so unnecessary and that it only causes more damage than good to do that. Like, just show us the celebrity for what they are. I feel like these magazine covers think we're gonna like not buy the magazine if her breast looks smaller and if she had a weird right hand. Like, what? Here, it's Katy Perry. I'm just buying it because it's Katy Perry. I don't give a what she looks like. Winning the #1 place is Khloe Kardashian. Now, I remember covering this story when it first happened, and I could not help but laugh at just how ridiculous it was. Khloe is beautiful, but no matter how gorgeous she is, it seems like I will not convince her not to edit her photos. She showed off her new hair color in an Instagram post, but fans could only focus on how different her face looked. People commented on it saying she gave herself an entirely new face, and they're not wrong. But the worst part was, one of the interviews from Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired that same day, showing how different she looked in real life compared to the picture that she posted online. Everyone knows that if you're on TV, people are going to see what you look like beyond your social media posts. So people just couldn't understand why she would alter her appearance so much. She doesn't need to, she's so freaking pretty. All right guys, well that is our list. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, but before I get out of here, I'm going to respond to some of your comments. Gary King says, if I had Joss commenting on my controversies all the time, I'll be happy. I love her. I said that's so weird. But Gary, it's not worth being in controversy. Controversy? Why can't I say it in controversy? Trust me. Wow, I can't talk. Chris Brown says, hey, top 10 beyond the screen. Hey, I saw you did the fist bump emoji, so I'm fist bumping you back. And is your name really Chris Brown? Because I thought for a second we had Chris Brown commenting on here. Bilge Pump says, I guess we're being very generous with the term celebrity. Now, I saw a lot of comments like that being like, YouTubers aren't celebrities. Listen, just because you don't actively follow their career doesn't mean millions of other people don't. Check their bank accounts, check their followers. A lot of these little YouTube stars are making more than Hollywood stars. So I am curious though, like what depicts what a Hollywood celebrity is? Is it money? Is it followers? Is it resume? Like what is it? I'm curious. All right guys, I am getting out of here. Make sure you guys stay safe out there. We appreciate you keeping up with us while we are in lockdown, but we are almost out. Back at the studio soon. I was your host, Joss Bedard. I will see you next time.